she just said that about her being a 15-year-old boy stuck in a woman's body. And so that would be cool if she did something in drag, like male drag, or what's it called, drag king or something.
Drag king,
I think that would be like super iconic, and something to remember to see Miley Cyrus and then a bunch of drag queens open the VMAs. Like that'd be awesome.
That would be awesome. It would. When is it? Is it Sunday? You said
it's Sunday. Yes,
Sunday. Okay. Now, if you guys had to pick someone for the Vanguard Award this year, who would it be? Thinking back on music so far, it's only 8 months into the year, but still. I don't know who I would pick. Let me think.
If we were judging off of like the most iconic music video this year, I'd give it to Rihanna because I'm not a huge Rihanna fan. I'll just say that I'm not Navy, but the "Bitch Better Have My Money" video was incredible.
Yeah, it was good. It was very good. You're right.
Beautiful. Yeah, I would have to say Rihanna. I really can't think of anyone else that came out with like an outstanding video.
And Rihanna's come out with strong videos through the few years, and that's what the award is really about: strong, iconic videos through your career.
Right.
So.
Yeah.
So it's more like it's not just this year; it's really throughout her career. I see.
Exactly. Okay. But the whole I'm not going to stay on this Kanye thing too much longer. But
that's okay.
It seems like if you notice, every year when he's at the VMAs, he does something or says something every fucking year. So I'm just like, he's gonna say something.
Do you think he's
gonna say something, do some stupid shit, and it's gonna be all over the social media, and I'm just gonna be like, dude, I'm so done with you.
Do you think he's really crazy, or it's all an act? I think he's really crazy, but what do you think?
He hasn't been the same since his mom passed away.
I know, that's right. It was like, what, 4 or 5 years ago, right?
Yeah. Ever since his mom passed away, he just because I've always heard like when people's parents pass away, especially if you're really, really close to them, they either become like just like very reserved and they don't do much, or they go like buck fucking wild and just lose it and just.
Well, and given the fact that his mom died for such a vain reason in plastic surgery.
Yeah, it was a surgery. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Fun fact that she's actually buried about 10 minutes from where I grew up. In Oklahoma.
Oklahoma? Oh, you're from Oklahoma. Yeah. I forgot you're from Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm. She's buried in Oklahoma?
That's given the education part of it. Yeah, she grew up in Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm. Oh, is that where he's from, or that's just her?
No, Kanye's from Chicago. Yeah,
Chicago.
They have a lot of families in Oklahoma. Yeah,
interesting.
It was a big deal when she passed away, and all the celebrities came to Oklahoma for the funeral, and yeah.
Oklahoma. Oklahoma. Just quickly before we get on the next topic, let me say something about Oklahoma. Oklahoma is interesting to me. I've been there 3 times in my life, and I have never felt safe there. I've always felt like I'm out of place.
Well, I survived for 18 years.
Yeah, and I'm surprised. I started to say, I don't know how you would have survived. I don't know how you survived that place. I thought Texas was bad. And basically, Oklahoma to me, from my personal experience, is like, it's like East Texas in a whole state. It's like East Texas in a state. So it's like a bunch of like, not everybody, obviously, but generally just very down home people, which is fine. I like that. But they're very conservative and religious and right-winged and all that stuff. So how did you fare there in Oklahoma?
We don't have a lot of time left.
No, just give me a snippet. Just a snippet.
I mean, it was hard. I mean, it was really hard. Even in modern society of the last 10 years, it was extremely hard. And I dealt with a lot of stuff growing up, a lot of adversity, a lot of bullying. And I understand most gay kids go through that, but it was severe. I was the only gay kid, pretty much. There was one in a senior class when I was a freshman, but that was really it. I grew up there my whole life, from kindergarten. I was born there, so from the time I was born until I moved to Dallas when I was 19, it was extremely hard. There's a little bit of a gay culture there. There's actually a gay teen club there, which a lot of people don't realize. And I got a lot of, I learned a lot about myself at a super young age, at like 15, 16, 17, because I would go out to the gay teen club every weekend.
Yeah.
And just be around people that were like me, that all lived in small towns, and we all kind of met in the middle and went to this gay tea club on the weekend. So I feel like I learned a lot about myself earlier than people my age because of that. And I feel like now gosh, how do I say this? I have more street smarts than people that grew up in a city. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I feel like I'm more driven. I feel like I'm more ambitious, and I feel like I see things through a different perspective because I didn't grow up with a lot.
Right.
So
Well, that's good.
now that I'm older, looking back on it, I'm thankful that I now, because I want to work harder. You know what I mean? I have that drive, and a lot of people my age that I find that grew up around here in big city areas don't typically have that.
Well, I grew up in Dallas, and I have it, so whatever, bitch.
Well, yeah, I mean, obviously, some people
I'm just
do.
joking.
Don't,
I'm just
but,
joking.
And a lot of people I grew up with still live back at home. There's people my age that have kids going into kindergarten.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. It's like a certain way of life there.
Yeah.
And that's like that
So
here.
not everybody's
too.
like that either. But.
No, but I mean, I know my husband's family, not the ones I know mostly, but his nieces and nephews, some of them, like they have had kids at like 17, 18, 19 years old. I'm like, why are you in such a fucking hurry? I mean, why? It's like an epidemic. People want to have kids so early. I don't get that, but whatever.
Yeah, the town I grew up in had the highest pregnancy rate in the state.
I believe it. And like...
Yeah, and like meth is really bad there.
Yeah, so nothing else to do, right? Not really.
But go to Sonic and, hang out in the parking lot.
What about you, Jason? You grew up in Dallas or where?
I grew up
Florida.
in Memphis.
Where?
Memphis.
I'm sorry. Memphis. That's right. I forgot Memphis. What was Memphis like?
I was too busy trying to dodge bullets because Memphis is the home of the first 48. So my parents were just like, you're not going outside after dark. you're not doing. I mean, I first of all, let me throw my little disclaimer out there. First of all, I'm not saying that the entire city of Memphis is bad, but it's pretty damn close.
No, but Memphis is known for hard.
Yeah, I'm not saying that every nook and cranny in Memphis is bad, but
right.
It's close. So, but no, it was just one of those things to where, I don't know, growing up for me, I went to a high school where there was only like a handful of, I went to a predominantly white school, and it was only like a handful of gay kids.
Right.
And I happened to be one of those few gay kids. So I mainly just hung out with them. I mean, with the exception of, a few straight girls or whatever the case may be. But really, in high school, I really didn't associate with myself with that many people. And then, a few years ago when I got my class reunion request, because everyone's on Facebook now, and they're like, oh, we should get back together. We were kids back then, and yada. I'm like, I don't want to see any of you bitches.
That's I haven't talked to you in 10 years. I don't want to see any of you. I don't want to see any of you guys. Oh, whatever the case may be. I was like, we didn't have anything to talk about then, so what are we going to talk about now? You know what I mean?
I do.
So, yeah, I'm just like, But yeah, just to answer your question, I was too busy dodging bullets. So
that's horrible. That's horrible. I see. You didn't ever like play outside or anything very much. It was always like inside when you were little.
I did, but my parents were like,
get inside at dark or whatever.
Yeah, so like soon as the street lights come on, come in. You know what I'm
saying? My goodness.
So,
yeah, I would roam the streets at night, and we'd be gone for all night.
I would not dare to go to Memphis. I wouldn't dare roam the streets in Memphis. The city of Memphis.
Yeah.
No.
Wow.
And to the people that do, God bless you, because I don't understand how y'all are able to walk out there and hear gunshots going off every hour.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
But actually, come to think of it, Memphis was just ranked number 3 for most dangerous cities. Last year it was number 7, and it went up to number 3.
I was going to say, I actually looked that up yesterday, the day before, because I was reading about most dangerous cities in the world, and then I read about U.S., and the ones that represented in the world were St. Louis and Memphis.
Wow.
Yeah, St. Louis, Detroit, and Memphis.
Well, I knew Detroit. I mean, we all know Detroit, but wow, I didn't know Memphis and St. Louis. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, okay, interesting. I did want to say something, or you did want to say something else about True TVs and Practical Jokers.
This is just a personal rant. I mean, this is just something that I just want to rant about. Okay. So there's a show on True TV called Impractical Jokers. And first of all, let me say, I don't watch the show.
What is it, first of all?
It's mainly a group of their friends, a group of 4 guys. They're friends. They're from Staten Island. And I guess they grew up together and went to school together and just became good friends over the years, like best friends, I'm assuming. And so they came out with this show where they do like, joke, like it's a hidden camera TV kind of show. And they just, play these pranks on people, and they wear these little earpieces, and they tell one person to do something else, and be like, go over there and, stretch in front of this lady and, tell her that, I don't know. It's a wonderful day or some shit. I don't know, something like that. And I first of all, I didn't watch the show because it really didn't appeal to me. And then second of all, I'm like, this is just a copycat version of shit that other TV shows have done over the past.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just like, okay. Then I get on Facebook Monday night, last night, and they were trending, and I'm like, why isn't Practical Jokers trending? They don't really do shit.
Yeah.
So it turns out that they are doing some kind of tightrope walk thing on some skyscraper in New York City, live for the hell of it.
They are? These guys are?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's all over the internet. And I'm just thinking to myself, first of all, I was like, why? And then second, I was just like, okay, clearly this is for ratings. I'm like, I don't know if their ratings have dropped over the year or two they've been on TV or whatever the case may be. So I was like, I'm assuming it's just a ratings grabber. But I'm thinking to myself, why would you go from just doing jokes on people to walking a tightrope? So that 50 feet in 50 stories above ground, just so
that they can trend on Twitter. That's why.
Maybe that's what it is. And I was thinking to myself, I was like, why would you do that? But hey, I mean, I hope it don't. I hope no one cracks.
So that bothers you because you just think they're just doing it to get ratings, or
no? It doesn't bother. I don't want to say that it bothers me. I was just kind of like, it's like a question mark in my head. Like, okay, you guys are known for doing jokes. And pranking people and that type of thing, and then all of a sudden you kind of, I just felt like it was like
selling out, or
no, not selling out. I just felt like it was kind of like a cry for attention, maybe.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Well, that's the thing. These days, though, that's what shows and people. It's one of the things I've realized and recognized. It's a generational thing, I guess. I don't know, but not that this hasn't always been an issue, but people today will do anything they can, anything to get attention. On TV, on Twitter, on Facebook, on whatever. And so this doesn't surprise me at all. I mean, but to walk across a fucking tightrope between two buildings in the fucking sky, I don't think so.
I don't know what it's all about. I mean, more power to them. I mean, hopefully none of them cracks their head on the pavement, but I'm just like, hey, go for it, I guess. I mean, good luck. I won't be watching. And no offense to anyone that does watch Practical Jokers, but...
Never heard of it, so I won't be watching it anyway.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And I still ain't gonna watch it.
Yes. All right, well, anything else before we go, everybody? We got 3 minutes left. Anything else you want to say?
Well, I don't know. Have you guys seen that video? It's a viral video, and they asked the girl, they're like, how many stars and stripes are on the flag? And she's like, well, there are 13 colonies and 50 stripes, so minus 13 minus 50 is 47. Have y'all seen that video?
No.
Oh my, okay. Well, it's a series that World Star Hip Hop does, and they interview people in like sketchy neighborhoods, and they just ask them like basic history questions and then just like funny questions.
Yeah.
And they released a new one today. It's so funny. I'll post it on our page.
Okay.
They say, how do you spell yes? And everyone's like, oh, YES. And they're like, okay, well, if yes is pronounced yes, but if you put an E before yes, how do you pronounce it?
Yes? I don't know.
How do you pronounce that?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
No, dumbass.
Yes.
Eyes. EYES. Eyes.
Oh, fuck. I am a dumbass.
It's so fun. It is so
I am a fucking dumbass. It's hilarious.
It's hilarious. It is so funny. So, yes, closing out the show. I'll post that on our page. It's hysterical. It's like 13 minutes of like sheer hilarity. There's a little bit of swearing, but
I can't believe I fell for that. Jesus Christ.
and then one of the guys, he goes, tell us your name and occupation. He goes, what an occupation? What's that?
Oh, no.
It is so
You have to post it. I want to watch this.
funny. It is so funny.
Okay, post it. By the way, if you want to check out Christian, you can follow him at
any social media at Christian Craven, and then my blog is christianalexanderfashion.com, and I just updated all the men's and women's boutiques, so there's lots of clothing and cute little fall fashions in there, so go get your life.
And Jason?
I am on Twitter. My name is Jason B. Like. It's Jason_BBE_like. Oh, and I'm going to just throw in something. I'm just going to be very, very quick.
Sure.
So the girl that was at Dollar General talking about when she saw the gay guy walk in and when she found out that he was gay and talking about he was such a waste. I'm like, bitch, someone's going to compliment someone's going to benefit from it. It just ain't going to be you. That's all I have to say.
Okay, then. Well.
All right.
And I'm Donovan, and you can find me at offlimitshow.com and also Twitter, Facebook, etc. Blah, 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 blah. So we'll be back next week with more hot topics here on Gay XYZ, and we'll see you then. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.